This is Making Waves, a series of podcasts celebrating and commemorating 25 years of Wave Community Bank.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Making Waves, the commemoration celebratory podcast series for Wave Community Bank. 25 years in August of 2025, isn't it? Is that when it started?
Yeah, that's right.
Emma's with me again. We're going to talk about something that we spoke about very briefly in the last episode, and that's our sort of payroll savings and loan scheme known as Chorus. So can I kind of ask the question to start with, what is Chorus and how does it work differently for employees and employers?
Sure. So Chorus is the scheme that gives people the ability to save with us and repay loans with us straight from their wages. So we have employer partners that are in the scheme with us and they're happy to run those payments through their payroll. If people apply for a loan with us and they work for one of those employer partners, we're more likely to approve the loan if we can get the repayments directly through payroll. And obviously everyone who's borrowing saves as well. Alternatively, people can just save through their payroll with us. And what it does for the employers is, one, it's a free staff benefit, so it's a no-brainer for them. Two, it helps with staff retention because it improves their stress levels, their worries about money, particularly with loans that can be repaid through their payroll, so they're not missing any payments, possibly a debt consolidation that's helped them improve their financial position. But also it has that social impact because we are a community organisation and employers are supporting us and saying, look, you know, you could save with the local credit union who are part of the community through your wages. That's an option for these employees. So there's lots of different levels to it. There's lots of benefits for the employers and the employees, and we think it's a really great scheme to offer.
So let's go into a bit more detail there. Why is saving money directly from wages better than other ways of saving?
I've had this question asked me by employees. They're like, why would I bother? I could just do that with my bank. And then I ask the question, but do you? I go, no, I haven't bothered setting it up. So that's the answer to that question, really. If you save through your wages with the credit union, one, it's away from your standard banking, so you're less likely to spend it. I think if you can see it on your banking app that you've got, 500 quid there and you could easily transfer it into your current account and it's not much hassle, then it's quite easy to not actually save. Whereas I've had employees who use our payroll scheme say to me, I just forget about it. It goes away on payday into the credit union account and I just leave it there. And I had a bus driver say to me, I needed a computer. So the new computer, his computer died. I need to have a look at my credit union account, see how much I had. And he was like, I was really surprised I had £1,000 in there, purely because he'd just been saving through his payroll and just left it alone, hadn't touched it, wasn't really monitoring it either, just knew he was saving. And it was for that rainy day, and the rainy day hit when he needed a new PC. So,
have you got any sort of more success stories from companies that actually use Chorus?
Yeah, well, I do have another individual one. There was, in fact, another bus driver. He said to me that he wanted to give up smoking. So what he'd done was he'd given up smoking. He applied for a loan with us, and the repayments were give or take the amount he was spending on tobacco every week, because bus drivers are paid weekly. Mm-hmm. And because the money was taken out of his wages before he was given it, he said, I couldn't afford to smoke because the amount of money I was spending on tobacco had already been taken out of my wages. He bought himself a camper van with his loan from us. And so his story was, he gave up smoking, and two, he had a camper van that he could go out and have great holidays
Wow.
on. And it was purely because it was all done through his salary with the credit union, and that it helped his health and it got him out and about and experiencing the country. On the employer's side, we've got a fantastic story, which is the work that we've done with the University Hospitals Sussex NHS Trust. But I think we're going to do another podcast on that.
Absolutely, but we'll do a full podcast on that one because we're going to speak to the member of the team that kind of deals with that. What would you say, though, if you had to kind of maybe put a number of three or four on it, what are the main benefits for businesses to join the Chorus scheme? What are the main benefits for them?
Improving staff financial well-being, which improves their stress levels. People are, if they're worried about money, they're distracted at work. they can't concentrate. They might be checking emails, checking bank accounts, making calls during their working day because they're worried about money. If something like, say, for argument's sake, you had a debt consolidation loan with us and those repayments are coming out of your salary, you're only dealing with one loan with one company that's taking the money straight from your salary every month, and it's massively reduces stress. And there has been research done on that we've got on our Chorus website that people can access. Other benefits are that we have benefits as a credit union that people can access. So we've got gym membership, the annual membership with Freedom Leisure has got 15% off if you're a credit union member. There's cheaper bus fares with Brighton and Hove buses and with Arriva in West Kent.
That's been quite beneficial now that the minimum prices of the bus tickets have gone up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing for employers is that they are working with a community organisation, and it's helping their staff retention because people are more likely to stay. We've had in the university hospitals, NHS trusts, the people that Tracy, our financial wellbeing support officer, has worked with, she's helped them sort out their budget, manage their money better. And she's had a senior nurse that was looking to go into private hospital and leave the NHS because she couldn't afford to stay in on the salary she was on. After the work with Tracy, she didn't leave. She could afford to stay in the job she was in, and the job that she loved, and was only looking to leave because of the financial situation. So there's a hell of a lot that we can do to make a big difference to someone's monthly income and outgoings, and also improve their financial resilience by building up savings, whether they're borrowing or not. So there's an awful lot to it.
If a business wants to start using Chorus, how do they go about it?
So they need to be, their head office needs to be within East Sussex or Kent or the London Borough of Bexley.
Or Midway.
Well, yeah, I kind of class that as Kent. It's technically Kent, isn't it, Midway?
Oh, you can't say that over there.
And then they come under our common bond. So that's the first tick box that they have to really get. If we had a bigger employer that was outside of that patch, we could change our rule book to put them as an employer within the rule book, but that's a bit more of a difficult thing to do because you have to go to the AGM and whatever to do that.
Right.
But so ideally they're in East Sussex, Kent, Medway or Bexley. And then if they just drop us an email, if they can email info@wavecb.org.uk and just say they're interested, or they can visit the Chorus website, which is savewithchorus.org.uk, and that has a form on it that an employer can fill in to say they're interested. And then we can get back to you and start the conversation. It's no hard sell on this one because this has to be the right benefit for the employer, and we understand that. But we have also worked out that it takes about 3 hours to set this up for an employer. It's not onerous for them. They spend, half an hour chatting with us beforehand. We can send them the SLA that we have, which is pretty simple, just saying what we expect of them and what they can expect of us. We've got to read that, sign it. We talked about the marketing plan to launch it to their staff, and that's about it. It's pretty simple and it's pretty quick and it's free.
And there's no risk for the business either.
No, that's right. Any loan that we have to an employee is entirely a credit agreement between us and the member. The employer is merely moving the money from one place to another. They're in no way liable for anything.
And I think that's something we need to clarify, isn't it? Because some of the employers will go, oh, well, that puts us at risk. There is none.
There is no risk. No, it's purely a credit agreement between us and the individual.
If you want to find out more about it, as Emma said, www.savewithchorus.org.uk, or you can head over to the Wave Community Bank website as well, and the details are there.
That's right.
We're going to do some more of these, so please join us again very soon.
Thank you.
Making Waves is produced by and on behalf of Wave Community Bank. For more details, visit our website on www.wavecb.org.uk.